Again, it is a prompt marriage writing in fear of swimming. Drowning. No one told me it would be this hard. I'm too far. I'm too far. Help me. I'm too far. I can't breathe. Help! I remember when I said, I love you. I loved you the first day I saw you, magnificent, astounding, the most beautiful thing I had ever encountered. And it became sealed with the coming together of my thoughts, my small, gentle hands forming, reaching as you painted it all down on paper, beginning with the letter A. It didn't take long, call it a love rush. Well, maybe not a love rush. I was 4 or 5, give or take. So we'll call it a sugar high. I was eager to wrap myself inside of you. Together we created our own little world. I talked about you so much. Showed them the works that we built together. I was so infatuated. I just knew they'd see what I saw every day from the moment I wrote that first letter on the page, but instead all I got was, that's nice, baby. Now run along and play. I got older. My love for you was traded for sketches and watercolors. I laid the notebook down. Strictly professional. The only time we came together was for business, no pleasure. That was reserved for doodling. We only saw each other when I had homework. Oh, snap. Did I remember to write that paper for history? Did I do that English assignment for Miss Finch? Then one day, those paintbrushes and colored pencils broke my heart. As vivid and alluring as they were, the images buried deep inside refused to come alive, no matter how many times I splashed colors on the canvas, regardless of how often I erased and traced until the eraser was gone. And the lead performed its own magic act. Now you see me, now you don't. It was as if there was an order on my vision. Do not resuscitate. Here comes puberty. Enter an awkwardness. I recall feeling weighed down because I already had enough on my plate. It disappeared on me, just when I needed it most. The communication breakdown seemed to make it worse. Dark clouds settled in. Finally, my old flame and I came to an agreement. I wasn't meant to be with easels. I was meant to be with paper and ink. Writing and I were destined to be together. Rage bottled up inside, ignited and exploded onto your pages, but you didn't mind. Listened when no one else would listen to me, and there we were creating these works once again. Cold, freezing, somebody help, please! I recall the day when we drifted apart once again. A year went by before I realized the best part of me was gone. That was the closest I had ever come to death. Suddenly we were together again, one sporadic moment at a time. I abused you, misused you, and that garbage I called art didn't do you justice. Not in the least. You challenged me, pushing me to pick up a pen. If you could speak, I believe you would have said, come on, babe. I know you. And you aren't like this. You cut me some slack. It's been over a year. Rusty, but slowly, very slowly, that touch, the caress of my fingers across lines as the words that formed your face became familiar once more. I craved to see you more and more. We created new pieces, filling up that College World 5-star with intense aspiration, daring to entertain the fact that I actually just might make it big, sitting on stages taking interviews. Then one day, I found no solace to my pain. I had too many issues. Despising everyone and everything, including myself, I began to doubt you. So I kept it inside. Carrying that kind of hate around is like holding a live grenade. Shaking in fear, but playing tough in front of everyone else. I tried to come to you whenever I got home, but I couldn't find the will to try. It's hard to write when your sight is blurry from crying. Plus, I didn't want to smear any more of those blue lines. My tears ran over them like a hit and run. It was then that I cried out to God, and I didn't even believe in him. Not the way other believers did. Wasn't even sure if he'd answer, but right away, God embraced me. Daughter, he said, I gave you a gift. Use it. You're hurting. Voice it. You don't have to pretend with me. I see right through you, so write to me. I wasn't so sure. I thought I was hallucinating. Thought I was going mad. A search for me began, a game of hide and seek. I drew back to you, my retreat. You were my hiding place, but God always found me. I kept toning down anyway, until eventually you began to suggest perhaps a change of pace would do us both some good. It took me 3 years, but I finally surrendered, and surprisingly, the most amazing thing happened. We included God into our topsy-turvy, sometimes flaky, up and down relationship, and he mended it, bringing out the best of both of us. We became syncopated, move at the same time, speak at the same time, even breathe at the same time. We were one, but we were never a union. Proposals came and went, months turned into year after year. Now we're here. God says, I know you have dreams. I planted the visions. I told you you can do it. If I said it, then it's done, but you have to believe it for yourself. I couldn't marry you because I was afraid of letting you down, but God showed me the only one scared of failing was myself. Oh, I can't. The road just seemed too hard. This relationship would end just as it had withdrawn. I tried to push you away, said, let's just be friends. But to let you go would be like cutting off my right arm with a dulled blade. We were one. My love for you was too deep. And I hear a voice speaking unto me. Why did you jump out of the boat? Because the waves got choppy? Because of a swell here and there? You were safe right here in my arms, and immediately, the slightest hint of trouble, you tuck tail and run. No, swim off. And you can't even doggy paddle to save your life. Your problem is you can't handle commitment because it requires sacrifice. You're selfish. Hard work, you're lazy. Patience, you can't even wait 5 minutes, let alone 5 seconds on me. I am God. I am that I am. I gave this gift to you, the ingenuity, the capability, the strength to see it through. Everything you need, I gave it all to you. And I'm here for you. My hand is here. Take it. Daughter, my child, my love. I can save you. All you have to do is take my hand. Drowning. I'm sinking. Sometimes the thing I love, my passion, writing, sometimes I look upon it and I absolutely hate it. Seeing a dead end, an impossible reality, but I take his hand. Because despite the writing is a hobby. Find something else to do. Your dream is a fairy tale. How far can you really go with that? And all the other curses people close to me spoke over me. There is a love inside of me that started with the letter A and transformed into a powerful and wondrous thing when I said, Lord, I claim you as my Lord and my Savior. So no matter how high the tides, no matter how deep the depths, a promise is a promise, and God promised it to me. Out of the water, in the lifeboat. This time, I plan to behave. Discipline and dedication, these are the main components. This time, I won't jump out, I'll ride the storm out. Now, we wait.